symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Yeah, I had SmackDown on. We were playing Cards Against Humanity, so I didn't really. It was just kind of background noise. I didn't really hear it. So
Yes, all it's done is it's brought Sami Zayn in tonight when Roman Reigns told him not to turn up till Saturday. So,
it's Saturday. You know what's coming up on Saturday, gentlemen?
Is there a little bit of a rumble going on?
I heard that there's some sort of event. It may be premium. It also could be shown live, and it also might be an event. That's what I heard.
I heard that every man might be for himself as well.
I heard that.
You heard that as well, Glenn?
I've heard that.
I have heard that as well. Every man is going to be for himself. Absolutely. 100%.
And apparently Cody Rhodes is going to be there.
Get right out of town.
That'll be a surprise, won't it?
Yeah.
I'm shocked already. I am shocked already.
See you at the crossroads.
Which actually means I actually think that there's going to be a big surprise tomorrow night.
You mean not Cody Rhodes coming back?
Yeah,
no, because they've lent into that so hard.
There's got to be something.
And it's highlighting the fact that it's Cody Rhodes coming back, that they're trying to distract all the dirt sheets from anything else that might be happening, because they'll all be looking for Cody Rhodes and not seeing who else is there.
Probably Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know.
Wouldn't object to that.
I mean, I read some. I didn't read, but I saw some tweets online, which I muted immediately, about something about maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna. Since they couldn't get The Rock, it's gonna be Steve Austin versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
But do they definitely know that they've not got The Rock?
Yeah, exactly. Well, because they don't fucking know. Nobody knows. People are like, "Oh, he said he's not in ring shape." Do you think he's gonna get in an interview and say, "Oh, yep, I'll be at WrestleMania"? Of course he wouldn't.
If there's a definition of in shape, I'm pretty sure The Rock checks all those boxes.
I was like, doesn't he always look like that? What the
Outside
fuck
of
are we talking
1988
about?
Lex Luger, I'm pretty sure he counts as in shape.
When I was in shape, I didn't look like him.
Nobody has been. The mayor Sven Quinn is very much in shape, but he looks nothing like The Rock. He's just a different sort of man. He's a freak individual.
Yeah, he eats rhinoceros livers for proteins or something.
And cod. That's it. That's all The Rock's eating is cod and rhino penis. That's it. That's all he eats.
Oh, lovely.
Glenn,
Sounds appetizing.
Rhino penis.
I'll give that a miss.
I just played Cards Against Humanity with my teenage children, which was. Glenn, have you heard of Cards Against Humanity?
I have. There have been discussions about playing it in amongst the besties, but they never came to anything.
Oh God, that would be fun to get a bunch of people and play. That would be fun. But yeah, so we were playing that with my teenage children. So yeah, there was a lot of things that made me just hang my head and shake.
Yeah, some of those are fairly dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly.
Fairly.
Yeah.
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 Let me talk to you.
No, don't read that card. You put that card up until
Bryce
another
is
couple
about
of
to
years.
read him, and he'd be like, no. Can you read this one for me? Can you read this one for me?
Yeah, we were playing Cards Against Humanity on New Year's Eve and actually missed the ball drop.
It's the same thing as last year.
Well, it was Ohio State was playing that night.
Oh yeah, because I remember Rachel being like, "I hope this doesn't go into overtime," because it was like 11:45.
Yeah, it ran over and we missed
Ran
it.
over.
We were watching it.
It was like 11:45 here, so your time, guys, it was already past midnight for.
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
I mean, for Glenn, it was fucking like 7 in the morning, but.
Yeah, they were sweating on the on the commentary about it going over 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully this doesn't go to overtime because it looked like it was gonna until he. Mayor, you know what? I won't even bring it up. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna do it.
This is not an Ohio State hat, although it might be seen as an Ohio State hat if I sit back like this.
It could be. It could very well be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, since there is a premium live event tomorrow, that means we're going to have to give you some premium live picks. One of you is in charge of reminding me to take this off of YouTube once we start watching the 1999 Royal Rumble match, which we will do after this, because if I try to play that while it's up on YouTube, they will kick it. They will ban me forever. So,
Now, are we live on Twitter as well, right?
We're live on Twitter and Twitch. Yes, we are live.
Because I thought that we were not doing the live thing again, but not tonight, right?
Yes, this will be our last. This will be our last weekly live stream. We'll still be able to listen to the show every Sunday. We just won't be doing it live, but we still will do when the premium live events come around. We will probably do live preview shows for that. But as far as the weekly live shows, we're just not going to do. We're going to do away with that. I'm going to focus more on, putting out a good audio form for everyone. So this will be our last live stream. So there's only 5 matches on this thing. Only 5. And I'm just curious to wonder, I just want to look and see how many were on last year's Royal Rumble, because I feel like there was more than 5, but I might be wrong.
I think they said there wasn't that many.
So there was 6. So there was one more. There was one more.
Did they add Charlotte and Sonya as a match?
No, that's happening next week. That's happening next week on SmackDown.
Okay.
I was gonna say, not to my knowledge.
That's when I stopped watching it, where Charlotte was talking to Adam Pearce, and I just figured they were going to add it to the Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're trying to keep it a little bit concise this year because they've got the final of the tag team next week. And Charlotte and Sonya next week.
Gotcha.
Which both could have been at the Rumble, so I think they're keeping the matches down this week this time.
Right. So 5 matches on this thing. Undisputed Championship match. We got 1 Women's Championship match. I guess we'll start with this one. I don't even know what the fuck this is or what the fuck this means or what the fuck it's going to be, but it's a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, whatever the fuck that means, between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Go ahead.
I have a theory on this.
Okay.
Because Mountain Dew Pitch Black apparently is black grape juice.
Yes.
So I reckon they're going to be wrestling in a big vat of grape juice.
Unless it's Zelina Vega versus Xia Li. I don't want to watch that.
Talking about Zelina Vega, you wouldn't want to be her neighbor, would you? The way she screams at ringside. Imagine what she gets like she's at home.
Or maybe I would, pal.
Yeah.
Or maybe I would.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to be the other side of the wall trying to sleep, would you?
I guess that's not true. Hopefully she doesn't live in an apartment, which she probably doesn't. All right, so I'm going to let Glenn go first. Glenn, who do you got in this catastrophe?
It's got to be Bray. What is the point of any of this if Bray Wyatt doesn't do some shenanigans and come out winning this thing? Whatever way it is that you win it. We don't even know how he meant to win it yet.
Right. You could have to be thrown into the Mountain Dew pitch black pool or some shit. We don't know. We have no idea. I'm sure Uncle Howdy is going to play some sort of
of course
role in this. And I don't know, maybe Uncle Howdy helps Bray Wyatt win. Maybe he helps LA Knight win. But I got to go along with what Glenn said. It doesn't make any sense for Bray Wyatt to lose this match. He just came back. It's his first match back. But at the same time, have they ever gave Bray Wyatt a win that he actually needed? Have they ever? No, they never have.
They never have.
Never once have they.
Yeah, even with the Fiend, they managed to screw it over every time.
Yeah, I think the one big win he had during his first run is I think he beat Daniel Bryan at the 2014 Royal Rumble. I think it was the opening match, and he won that match. And he lost to John Cena at WrestleMania when he should have won. There was just so many matches that he should have won that he lost. But I'm still going to go with Glenn. I think Bray Wyatt's going to win this thing. Mayor, tell us that we're wrong.
Let me talk to you. I didn't even know if I was going to have to pick last or first, but I was going to completely shock both of you guys because I am picking LA Knight to win this match because of all the opposite of the reasons and some of the reasons that you've said. It doesn't seem that Bray, I mean, it's just goofy what he's doing. And does he need to win? Is he just a character? Does he actually wrestle? I mean, what's the point of giving a man a win if he's going to only wrestle as a attraction, if he's not going to be an every week competitor? Where I feel like the crowd is really starting to get behind LA Knight, and they're realizing that they found themselves a superstar that they can get behind and give him a meaningful win to get him over Bray, where we don't even need to see a Bray victory here. Even though the match is named after him, LA Knight is going to climb that pole, grab a Mountain Dew pitch black on the pole match, shut that bad boy down, and he's going to pin the Fiend with the help of all the little puppets. I don't know, but I'm picking LA Knight because that's my boy. I got to pick LA Knight.
With all the whippets and floopsy doos, LA Knight's going to pull out a victory. I hope you're right, honestly. I hope he does win.
Yeah.
I hope LA Knight does win. I mean, if I have a rooting interest in this match, I want LA Knight to win. Because I feel like we're going to get Bray Wyatt versus Uncle Howdy probably at WrestleMania, and I feel like that's just where it's building. So I can totally see Uncle Howdy doing whatever and costing Bray Wyatt this match at the same time. So.
I hope Uncle Howdy is Johnny Knoxville and just let this whole thing go full circle.
Oh, God.
No.
Wouldn't that be? They got a Johnny Knoxville
I
thing.
I think it is fairly obvious that it's Bo Dallas now.
Yeah, I think that's probably who it is. Is the mayor the champion?
The mayor is the champion, yes.
It's been so fucking long since we did one of these. I didn't even fucking remember.
I am the guy who picks LA Knight to win.
Well, maybe you might not hold on for very long, but anyway.
You can tell I'm not looking at the Vegas odds.
The next one, thank God, don't, because we don't want people like that. If you're out there looking at Vegas odds to make your picks on your fucking podcast and you think you're special, go fuck yourself. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. I'll go first this time. I feel like this is going to end in a disqualification. I feel like Bliss is going to get disqualified with some weird shenanigans. Belair retains the title. I guess we'll see how it goes. Alexa Bliss has really come a long way, at least for me in the ring, but she's going to do a bunch of weird shit that I don't know if I'm going to be on board anymore. So I'm taking Bianca to win, but by disqualification. Mayor of Canton, now it's your turn.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I think all of that makes sense. I really have enjoyed Alexa Bliss in the ring recently, and even that promo that she cut was just so precise and quick and to the point last week. And, it was just a backstage tape or whatever, but it still was a phenomenal promo. Like, she was quick to the point, said everything that needed to be said, and said it in a manner that made you listen, and kind of like what Bray does, but he never gets to that point. So a little bit close. So that was very good, but I still think Bianca is the champion. I think she's going to hold that until at least WrestleMania. Who knows? After that, I'm not sure if Bliss loses or if it's a disqualification, but I still think Bianca retains the championship. So I guess I have to say Bianca wins.
Glenn, what do you think?
Well, I could just say same here, but I know the mayor would be upset with that.
No, we don't want to just say that. We're gonna have to hear we're gonna have to hear a name of the person you're picking.
I thought you might, so I'm gonna go with Bianca as well.
Thank you. What we're here for, Glenn. That's what we're here for. All right, who else do we got? Okay, it's we'll do the women's Royal Rumble next. Now for these, we're all gonna get two picks for the Royal Rumbles, which I think is fair. I think it's Glenn's turn to go first, isn't it, Glenn?
Yes. Yeah.
It is your turn. Who are your two selections that you think might win the women's Royal Rumble this year?
Bailey for one.
I like it.
Oh dear. Rhea for the other one.
Yeah. Any other dark horses that you want to throw out there? I mean, these aren't going to count for your picks, but are there any dark horses maybe you think the listeners should look out for that you think might pull this thing out?
But there's always Becky.
True.
With Charlotte and Bianca as the two holders at the moment, there's only that little group that could possibly win it, really.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, now it's my turn. So obviously I'm going with Rhea too. I think Rhea is the most likely option. Rhea Ripley probably. I was telling my son because we were talking about because we always play a game where we draw numbers and then whoever wins is the champion. So I told him, I said, if you want to win that women's Royal Rumble, you got to hope that get Rhea Ripley because I think she's going to be the winner. So Rhea Ripley. I don't want to piggyback off of Glenn's picks, but I like the Bayley pick a lot too. I just feel like Bayley hasn't got a lot of big wins at all since she's been back, and winning a Royal Rumble could be another one. She's also like obviously Sasha Banks or Mercedes Money isn't with the company anymore, but Bayley's one of the 4 horsewomen who hasn't won the Royal Rumble. The other 2 have. So, God damn it, Glenn. I'm not going to piggyback off your pick, and I'm going to pick, this is no shot in hell, but I'm going to pick it just because I like her. Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega's going to win the Royal Rumble. Mary Canton, what do you think?
I'm going to stick along the mommy train and go with Rhea. I think that she's probably, it's weird because they haven't really been building her up with any female matches, but she still seems to just like get all of the shine every time that she's on your television screen, which is a good thing for a star.
Yeah.
So I think her, and then I'll pick a very long shot one, maybe not as long of a shot as Zelina Vega, but someone that we haven't mentioned tonight that I thought had a fantastic showing against Ronda Rousey and could have the complaint that the reason that Charlotte won was because she took Ronda Rousey to the limit in a 30-minute match, and that is Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez.
Yes.
I think I think that they have a star there if they want to go with her, and I don't know how to say it because I don't know if she should be a heel or a baby face, because I think she almost could be in that tweener role where if you just let her be herself, I really think you get people behind her or to hate her in a positive way, and going up against babyface Charlotte and having the claim that Charlotte took the belt from Ronda only because of what she did to Ronda is, I think, a good story to tell. So I'm going those 2.
Raquel Rodriguez is a really good answer. I could see Raquel Rodriguez having like a title run a la, and I'm not saying she's like anywhere near in the ring as good as Mako Satomura, but I'm saying the kind of run like Mako had. Remember, Glenn, Mako could be heel or babyface depending on who she wrestled against, and she could switch back and forth depending on who she wrestled against. I feel like Raquel Gonzalez could probably do that same thing. You think I'm crazy?
The thing is, no, I'm actually thinking, it's Triple H who's in charge of personnel and booking and everything now. Could Mako actually turn up tomorrow night?
I would love to see her in it. I mean, it makes a lot of sense for her to be in it. I mean, she's, a lot of experience. So, and they've really only announced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people so far. So there's 30 up in the air. So we don't know. Maybe.
Now, who was the last female NXT UK Women's Champion when they dissolved it?
It was Mako.
It was Mako. So technically, she hasn't lost the title.
No.
Okay. I couldn't.
Well, they lost that triple threat match.
They lost that when they amalgamated the 2 titles, but technically, she never lost the title.
That's right.
I don't think she got pinned either. I think that Mandy pinned
Alba Fire. Maybe.
No, it was Mrs. Ocean Spray. What's her name? Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport, yeah.
That's the one. All right. It's the Universal Championship match. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. It's Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. I think it's my turn to go first. As much as I would love to see Kevin Owens win this thing here and go on to WrestleMania, outside of The Rock showing up and costing Roman Reigns the championship, or some sort of over the top shenanigans with Sami Zayn, I don't think that there's any way that Kevin Owens is going to win this thing. This is probably going to be a really, really good match. I mean, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns always have good matches when they face each other. I think they've already faced each other at the Royal Rumble twice in world title matches. I think they did it in 2017 or 2016, and then they did it again. I think it was in 2021. So I think the match is going to be fantastic. And I'm sure there's going to be a great story told during it. I'm sure Sami Zayn is going to be involved somehow, but I do think that Roman Reigns retains the title, whether that be a disqualification or whatever. But Roman Reigns is going to win this thing. What about you, Mayor?
I'm in agreement with everything you just said. Roman Reigns wins this outside because the way that they are having it booked is the undisputed championship is up for grabs, correct? Or
Yes.
is it just one?
Yes.
Oh, it's both?
No,
Yeah, if it's both, I don't see Kevin Owens taking both belts off. If it was one, I could see where they could kind of, delineate and tell a different story for Raw and one for SmackDown and be able to do something with that. But to take both belts off Roman Reigns right now just doesn't seem like the right thing to do. So Roman Reigns retains.
Yeah, see, I thought this because Owens cut a promo on Monday night, and he just said, "You've held that Universal title hostage for too long." And so I thought for a second there that it was only for the Universal title, but then I looked it up, and it is for the WWE Undisputed. Because when he first said that, I thought, "Oh well, maybe he will win." But then when I realized
that would give me more pause to to think that it might actually have Owens go over there.
Definitely. What about you, Glenn? Are you gonna toss up a Hail Mary and pick Kevin Owens?
To quote somebody that we don't mention anymore, just look at him. Just look at him. There's no way going into Hollywood that Kevin Owens is going to be champion.
Yep. Just throw them ones up. Go ahead. It's fine.
Whether he retains both titles at WrestleMania is another matter.
Right. We'll talk.
I think
about
that's
that
probably
later.
where there's. Yeah, I think that's where they'll split it. But
it makes sense. It makes sense. All right, we're down to the last match. It is the men's Royal Rumble, and Mayor of Canton, you get to go first. And you get to have two picks. So, what two guys are tickling your fancy to main event WrestleMania this year?
I mean, I would have to think Cody Rhodes has to be the odds-on favorite to win this with all the video packages of him coming back. I've already laid out a scenario on what my final four is and how he could win it, and it'd be great storytelling to build up to WrestleMania off of it, but we won't go into that tonight. But so I think Cody wins it. I'm not going to go the Sammy route. I'm actually going to go with a returning superstar and someone that really hasn't been talked about. I know a lot of people are going to think The Rock or even possibly Austin, which I don't see that happening, but maybe, I don't know. I'm going to think John Cena wins it to have a chance to finish off his surpass Ric Flair in his title conquest and to take it from the tribal chief at WrestleMania.
You son of a bitch. He stole mine.
And me, I was going to say
I was going to ask you too. I'm going to ask Glenn this too. In your heart of hearts, and I want a realistic scenario. Like, don't tell me you want CM Punk to show up in the Royal Rumble. If you can, in your heart of hearts, if you could one WWE legend or somebody from NXT to throw in this Royal Rumble, who would it be?
Braun Breaker, it's got to be.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good answer. Yeah, I think you throw Braun in there. What about you, Mayor?
Okay, since you said legend, I thought that's where I was leaning towards, but gosh dang, Braun would be great in there. But if you're going to say legend, I'm actually going to say the Heartbreak Kid.
That would put him in a Royal Rumble in every decade, because the 80s, 90s, he'd be one in every decade if he did that.
So I would like to see him in there. I mean, I know he retired,
but he doesn't even have to do anything. He goes out there, he super kicks one guy, goofs around a little, and they clothesline him over the top rope. That's it.
Yeah, he just does his pose across the turnbuckles with his legs up, and someone flips him over from the side and
tosses
him. And maybe even let it be an NXT superstar like a Grayson Waller to, get a good storyline going in NXT and get eyes on NXT with that.
I definitely thought your answer was going to be Grayson Waller. I definitely thought
It was going to be, but I had, because you said legend first, that's what stuck in my head. So first popped in my head was Shawn Michaels.
I'd like to see a John Cena. If he hasn't been announced, and if I want one surprise, I want it to be John Cena. In the women's, I'd like to see Tiffany Stratton in the women's Royal Rumble. I think that makes a lot of sense to throw her in there. I think you're looking at WrestleMania 41, 42. Tiffany Stratton's going to be main event. She's going to be main event in WrestleMania, probably with Charlotte. It's going to be a great match. Just look at the athleticism in the ring there. Holy cow. And, other stuff. Glenn, who's your 2 Royal Rumble men's picks?
Well, Cena for one. There's a toss-up. I don't want it to be. I don't think it will be Cody. I think that's smokescreen.
It's too easy of a pick.
Yeah. Who would be the other one? It's not going to be Brock. It's not going to be Lashley. They're going to do something to eliminate each other.
Yeah, we're setting up their part 3 at WrestleMania.
Now they did say Brock is going to be in the Rumble.
Yes.
Tonight,
yeah.
He
announced himself tonight when he came in and F5'd both Theory and Lashley.
Yeah.
I can't actually see anybody else winning it. Let's go.
Did you pick anybody?
Yeah, Cena.
Okay.
See, I've got with Cena.
Otis.
Yeah, there you go. Did Otis say the thing?
No, let's,
Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's winning the men's Royal Rumble.
Superb. Yeah. Yeah, do it, China. I'll go Lashley.
Okay.
Just because he's a big, strong boy.
Just because he's a big, strong boy. Shit. Fuck it, nobody else did it. I'm going with The Rock. God damn it, The Rock is gonna win the Royal Rumble. Nobody else did it, so I guess I'll do it. Do I think that's gonna happen? No, not really. Not the farthest chance in hell. But I'm gonna go with The Rock, and I'm not gonna pick Cody just because everybody's gonna pick Cody. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is probably everybody else's second pick, and that's probably won't happen either. But Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is gonna win the Royal Rumble. So that's it. That is every single one of the matches. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to watch the 1999 Royal Rumble match.